Hey everybody, currently up in the nerd bunker for another stretch. So, to make sure that I actually have content for this week, and you don't have just a boring little, no content, anything, I decided I'm going to show off some new gear that I just picked up in order to actually be able to do hobbying while I'm up here in the frozen north during the times when I have to be up here for work. So, let's check out the new piece of equipment that I got my hands on from Amazon. So this is the Too Tough alcohol ink storage case and paint carrying case from Amazon. It's designed to hold 60 dropper bottles of paint or alcohol-based inks. As you can see, now that I've opened it up, I've actually modified mine. I actually cut out 12 of the little wells to put the dropper bottles in order to fit my painting handle, my golden acrylic, high flow acrylic white, as well as my wash tubs from Game Citadel. I've got some Agras Earthshade, some Nuln Oil, a little Reichland Flesh Shade, and some Glimmin Flesh here. I don't like to take my shades and put them over dropper bottles because then they become it's too much of a mess on the wet palette. So I like to keep my washes and shades in these. The only difference is I have a dropper of the Army Painter purple wash. I've got a bottle of that set up here because it comes in the dropper bottles. But I'm able to fit my super glue bottles, my super glue tubes and nozzles. So I got some fresh super glues in here. I have all of my paints that I use for mini painting, plus some expansion area for another 8 paints. And when I use up these super glues, I can move super glues into this section. And yeah, I got room for 12 more paints. If I need to, I actually save the styrofoam so I can actually set it back in and be able to use the other 12 paint slots if I need them. I don't think I'm going to, because really, like, all of my armies, I can get by with all of these paints. They all match into my color scheme, so I'm all set. I have enough paint. I don't have to worry about adding more. There is this nice pocket up here. Lets me put all of my paint brushes in. It's a little mesh pocket. Able to hold everything in there. The one thing downside of this is the fact that I accidentally, getting ready to show this off, I opened it upside down. So, but it's a good vinyl outside case. I can easily put some stickers on here to represent that it's this side up, to have my case open properly so I don't end up making a mess whenever I open this upside down. The Armory Painter paints do fit in here nice and snug. These dropper bottles that I've transferred my Games Workshop paints over into are pretty loose and do flop around, but no, it's enough space for clearly all of the paints that I use. It's a good sturdy construction case. I mean, I feel confident. I zip this nice and closed. I could take this, yeet it over the banister outside of the house, and wouldn't have to worry about anything. There is a little bit of a rattle in there, so I might actually take some old shirt or some other material if I'm going, because I am going to mail this back to New Orleans because I can't carry this on the plane. I don't really want to check it because I could check this for $50, or I could put it in a flat rate box for $25 and ship it that way. So I'm definitely going to pack this a little tighter so things don't rattle and mail it, and I'll actually give you guys that as an update of how well this handles going through the mail when I get it back to New Orleans. But for right now, it's working great. It's a really nice case. I like that it's not too heavy, but it's nice and sturdy. I can easily stack stuff on top of it and not have to worry about anything getting damaged. Yeah, I'm loving this so far. Haven't actually gotten a chance to take everything down to the gaming store to get any painting done, but I'm hoping to get some painting done tonight. And yeah, I'm loving this case. It's really nice to be able to see all the colors right down here on below the cap, so I can get an idea of like where everything is. And I might color code it a little bit better, you know, put all my greens together, all my blues together, all my reds, metallics, and have it a little more organized. But for right now, this is working out great for me. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this case to anybody looking to get one, for being able to take your minis and stuff down to the local gaming store. How I've designed this out to have more storage space for my bigger pots. I can easily put in a few hobby tools. My clippers could fit right in here, along with my hobby knife and some files, and be able to do all of my, you know, pack all of my hobbying tools in this, as well as all of my paints. Take it down to the shop, get my hobby on. Think if I got a little Tupperware dish that I could put a sponge and some parchment paper in, I could have a little wet palette. I might actually be getting some of the palette papers that GW sells, just to have a sheet of those in here, so when I'm working I can just set up a little small palette and go to work. But it's a good case. It doesn't take up any much more space than the tub that I currently was just keeping all the stuff thrown into up on my desk. But this is a much more neater, more easier organized type of storage system. So if you're doing dropper bottles and you want to find something to put your paints in, I would definitely recommend the Too Tough cases off of Amazon. So that is the Geeky Grind for this week. Oh wait. So yeah, that is the Geeky Grind for this week. Tune in next week. We'll actually be doing some painting next week. So busy with getting the Nerd Bunker livable right now that it's eating into my video production time. Hopefully I'll be able to get a lot more stuff done this week, and we'll have content blasting out as normal with painting videos. The Geeky Grind painting videos will be coming up on Sundays. Recipe roulette, don't worry, me and Laura have everything recorded, so you're not going to miss a recipe roulette. I'm actually going to, as soon as I get this started to upload, I'm going to start editing this week's recipe roulette, so you'll have that Tuesday at 2 p.m. and we'll be back on schedule here on out. So peace.